So just came back from a big Asia trip, 4 different countries, and then immediately went to Black Hat. So it's a pretty wild few weeks. And really, I was trying to boil down, what I'm seeing from a more fundamental level. And I've really concluded that there's three driving forces in security, and really three negative forces that make security harder than it should be. The first is the talent deficit. Completely real. It exists. If you see anyone saying it doesn't exist, they haven't talked to enough people. Companies are dying for more practitioners, more leaders, and all of that. The second is deploy and decay, which we've talked about several times here. But the fact that either the IT systems or the security systems themselves get worse over time rather than better because they need care and feeding, and just the environment's changing and they're not tuned to keep up. But the third has really struck me as almost as important as the talent deficit. And that's what I'm calling this lack of cyber self-esteem. And you're going to see me hammer on this more because it's really starting to get under my skin, really starting to frustrate me. But there's a small set of companies, and you know who you are, that I talk to, that believe you can be transformative, that believe you can have positive effects, you can improve your posture. And that's great, and you guys do awesome stuff. But most companies that I'm talking to, and most organizations, don't have that belief, don't have that esteem, don't believe in yourselves. And it almost sounds like an after-school special, right? But you're basically stopping yourselves from making any significant impact without even trying. And granted, it's from previous encounters with IT, with your culture, with your leadership, with your own security team, with your tools, whatever, that have left you, kind of jaded or just, less enthusiastic to try to take on a significant project. But I talk to these teams and they're like, yeah, but our people can't do that. It's like, no, that's pretty simple. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be a hardcore computer science guy to do some of this stuff. And those of you I see doing some great things, some of you have business degrees, bio majors, right? You're not a hardcore software engineer and you're still coding some scripts for automation. You're really applying that engineering mindset even if you've never been trained as an engineer. So I'm going to keep hammering on that. I'm going to be writing some articles and things like that too. But those three drivers, we need to start figuring out how we counter that. Talent deficit, number one. Deploy and decay, number two. And lack of cyber self-esteem. And they all kind of drive each other. Certainly, a talent deficit leads to less esteem and deploy and decay problems. But they also all interact with each other. So that's it for now. Hope we can all think about these things and how we might counter them at our own organization, at our partner organizations. Do more with less. As Rick, my buddy here at Carbon Black would say, be a baller on a budget. How do we get there? But really, it's the mindset, right? Start thinking about, can we improve our cyber self-esteem? Can we have more faith in our team and what our team is able to accomplish, or IT, or the culture in general? Everyone is concerned with having more cyber resiliency, fewer attacks, fewer intrusions. Let's work together to make that a reality. So that's it for this week. Thanks. Hope you had a good Black Hat and good summer. Cheers.